Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. So if you are new to the channel, I want to welcome you. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to welcome you back. My name is Kamoy, and we are doing an energy vibration for today. And the message is simple today. The message is very simple today. It is not time to back down, okay? It is not time to back down, all right? Yesterday's message was, it's a rebirth, right? This energy that we're in, guys, is an opportunity for us to really take a foot in this new timeline that we're in, right? It couldn't be more clearer. Movement and creativity. And that could mean finding creative ways to deal with problems and situations, all right? Which is going to lead me into my disclaimer, all right? So these videos are not for everyone, okay? If the message resonates and it vibrates, you want to go ahead and take what you need. You want to leave what you don't. You may want to shelf what you don't understand in case you have to circle back for some understanding, confirmation, motivation, and inspiration, okay? So, you also want to keep in mind that energy is fluid. So I can say this is your energy, but it feels more like the energy that you're interacting with. So apply that energy where it needs to be. All right. As well as keeping in mind that you are your own guru, which means that you have the power to change your experience whenever you so see fit to do so. Okay. So the overall energy is, it is not time to back down, right? Movement is going to be necessary as you're moving throughout this energy, as well as finding creative ways to do things. Okay. Which means ways of the old is no more. We're in a new timeline. We're in a new timeline. We've been talking about this for 2 years now. Okay. And what I have been experiencing myself personally within this timeline is I have to find creative ways to bring these messages forward. So I came back online after taking a break for maybe about 10 months, right? Now, there's over about 1,300 videos on this channel, okay? And that's just probably the stuff that I've released to the public, all right? That's not even including the videos that I have not released, okay? And what I'm finding in this energy is because it's new energy, I can't do the readings the old way. So you will find me trying to change it up and do different things. And I also can't really tolerate being in that stagnant energy anymore, right? Where movement is coming in. Now, you need to keep in mind that green is very powerful energy. We're talking about heart chakra energy here. We're talking about forgiveness. We're talking about healing, right? We're talking about understanding as well as understanding, right? Because at this point, you don't take things personally. You just don't. Right? You understand that every experience and every situation that you come into is to take you to a place of where you need to be. Okay? So you need to be mindful that this green energy is about renewal also, right? It's about being grateful. Okay. And remember, it's not time to back down. It's really trying to ground yourself in gratitude. Okay. It's energy where you need to put your shoulders down and relax and just keep going. If you've gotten this far and you look back and see what you've been through and where you are now, put your shoulders down and keep going, okay? Find a creative way to deal with things, especially difficult things. And you may want to do the difficult things that you find irritating. If you have like paperwork and stuff to do, you may want to find that you do those things the first thing in the morning and get those out of the way so you can put your shoulders down and relax, okay? Now, you want to be mindful that where we at right now, energetically, as far as the planets are concerned, we do have the sun in Libra. The moon is currently in Taurus as I am recording this video, okay? Now, you want to be mindful, however, that the moon is going to be moving over into Gemini, like about after midnight, about 1 a.m. On the 13th, right? So you're going to see that the energy moves so much from what you have to more what you think about what you have, okay? Or more what you're thinking about the things that are surfacing for you, especially the places where you may feel movement is not in this stagnant energy, okay? So you want to be mindful of that, okay? We have in the date today the same energy that we had yesterday, which is the hour of poor memory. So you know what type of energy that can be, right? Either you can find your short-term memory is a little wonky because you can't remember where you put your keys, or you can find that people's short-term memory memory's a little wonky because they can't remember that they owe you money, like simple stuff like that, right? Then you can also find passivity, passive aggressive energy in the date today, as well as the inquirer. People want the facts. They're just not taking what you have to say, right? And the hour's frustration. This is why you're going to have to find creative ways to deal with things today, right? I think this card came up yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, right? Same energies back today. There could be some type of codependency and maybe fear of letting go, right? I spoke to a 14-year-old over the weekend, y'all. And this 14-year-old was talking about how anxious she was. And yesterday when I pulled like that card, anxiety actually came out. But she was speaking about how anxious she was because of a relationship that she was in. And it was me and my neighbor. And we started to just really speak to this 14-year-old young lady and to help her, to come to a place within herself at 14 where she knows she's enough and she doesn't have to tolerate people pulling her down and taking her energy, okay? So you have the runner, somebody that's codependent, self-sabotage. Now, if this is you working with your shadow energy, this is where you want to find where your triggers are and how you move within those triggers and begin to find creative ways to deal with those. So maybe creative ways of, instead of responding so quickly, you want to take a deep breath and count to 10, okay? Opposite of that energy is the cassette, right? Outdated thinking, repeating things that are no longer valid in this time. You can find that people in the energy today and you're getting frustrated with them because they want to keep repeating the past. They don't want to move forward in the energy. They just want to keep repeating the past, right? And it's kind of like that's just for them to string you along, okay, or to string the conversation along because they don't want to deal with the issue at hand, okay? They don't want to deal with the issue at hand. Now, I want to say they appear to you, right? And this could be circle back energy that was coming through from the retrograde, right? Because this could be an ex, or this could have been someone, I want to say, that you may have decided that you don't want in your life, okay? Yep, the axe. So this could be energy of someone that you decided that you don't want in your life, or this could be an energy that you are interacting with personally and doing and portraying and behaving and operating in that you no longer want to do, right? So you're going to have to find some movement and some creative ways to move within this energy today, okay? Remember, it's not time to back down. It's time for you to move forward. And you can't do that if you're still in the old mindset. We're in a new timeline. Okay, unconditional love is at hand within this energy, okay? And I think a lot of people are in a place where they're not so much falling in love with other people, but they're falling in love with themselves, which is then creating an energy to pull in the right people into their experience, okay? Yep, see? Self-indulgence. So this person, is doing their shadow work. Okay. So there's energy of someone doing the shadow work, and there's energy of someone that's just still in the old repetitive mindset and the old repetitive thinking. So you want to choose what part of the coin that you're operating in within this energy. Okay. Movement is going to be required. Okay. We got ones in the date today, double ones in the date today. And ones is a representation of ego and spirit in the physical realm, right? How you express spirit through your ego. So you can't get rid of your ego. Your ego is here to help you. You're going to have to nurture the things that come natural to you, right? Or maybe even the things that don't come natural to you, but you know is required, right? You're going to have to nurture those things. Meditation. Being open to listen, to understand, and not listen to respond. Right? Nurture that inner freedom that you have from within. So I'm in a place in my life right now where I've never been before. Okay. Financially, I don't have to worry about how I'm going to be provided for. Because the universe always got your back, right? What I've been finding more so for me within this energy is how I am going to move creatively with spirit because I find if I focus on how I'm going to move creatively within my spirituality and the things that are important to me, that I can't necessarily touch and see, but I know exist, right? Everything else that I can physically see and touch then becomes a part of what I first, right, take accountability for from within, the things I can't see. Simple things like I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling disappointed, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling love, I'm feeling joyful, and paying attention to what experiences that I need to nurture, right, to continue that freedom that I'm feeling within. So these experiences are not about other people. These experiences are about you, right? Some people's experience here is really just to learn from their pain. The pain is the experience, okay? Some people's lesson, the pain is just the experience. Other people's lesson is to experience the pain, but then learn from it. Okay? You know that series Loki in Disney, when Loki said that he was created to do mischief. So you got to understand, some people just created to do some just messed up shit. Right? They're just created to do messed up shit. Okay, it's always going to be time to gossip. It's always going to be time for you to talk about the BS, right? It's always going to be that time. There's always going to be that time for that lower vibrational toxic stuff. That stuff never goes anywhere, right? But you're going to have to make a path and be the leader that you want. And I really want to say, show people how to treat you in this energy. It is not time to back down. Right? It's not time to back down. As a matter of fact, it's time for you to get grounded in your own reality. Your own reality. Can't make this up. Bottom of the deck. Create your own life. I can't make this up. Take accountability for how you treat people. Take accountability for the things and the relationships that you allow into your life. Take accountability maybe for even not speaking up. Right? Take that accountability. Speak your truth. Allow yourself to nurture the things to you that brings you freedom. Allow yourself to do that, to have that. Tell yourself the truth within this energy. Breathe, relax, find things that make you happy, that brings you a sense of wholeness. First peace and then wholeness, where you're not looking outside of yourself, but you're able to move creatively. Find creative way to handle disputes, right? There's opportunities being held here for you for transformation. What are you going to do within this energy? It is not the time to back down. We are in a new timeline. Things are never going to be the same. It's not so much about the external world and the outer world and what people think and what people don't think, you know, how much clicks, how much views. If I can help just one person, that one 14-year-old, just that one 14-year-old, and then that one 14-year-old helps another person, and then that another person helps the next person, I've done my job. I've done my job. I've created an opportunity for transformation. I've created an opportunity for movement within this energy. Sometimes you got to tell yourself what to feel, right? Because it's very easy for you to get stuck in a mind loop of repetitive old thinking, outdated thinking. And just said it right here. You're dealing with energy of outdated thinking, the cassette, right? Now, if this is you dealing with you need to change the tape. We no longer even doing tapes. Right now, we streaming. Get with the program. But not just the program. Get with your program. What is your program? What is your system? What do you use when you're mad and angry and need to calm down? What do you use when you're full of gratitude and thanks and appreciation when you're trying to manifest? Pay attention to your subtle mood changes around different individuals, right? We're in the energy now where you got to pay attention to what's going on and what's vibing around you. Your perception is key. Now, I'm going to leave you with this, right? Because this is important too. A person can really only perceive based on their experiences. And you can only really gain experiences based on what you perceive. Like it's kind of like a paradox, right? Or like a catch-22. Which really says that you're going to have to watch what you think, watch what you feel, be the gatekeeper of what you think and what you feel, be the gatekeeper of what you put into your ears, what comes out of your mouth, what comes out and into your heart, right? Even what comes into you internally through an intercourse. All of that is energy exchange. Energy exchange. Now, sometimes I think to myself, when you study and you gain knowledge, you really begin to see like shit. This whole shit is just like bullshit. If it's all bullshit, this whole physical makeup is all bullshit, right? And really it's coded. And once you understand that it's coded, you can kind of create your own codes and tap into different codes, right? You stop and begin to see that a lot of things that people are worried or concerned about is really not an issue. I want to say the past 2 years have created an opportunity for people to really see what's important and what's not, who's there and who's not, what you needed to take accountability for and what you needed to just pass back on to whoever tried to dish it to you because it wasn't yours. This is another opportunity for transformation for you to ground yourself in this new timeline. It is not time to back down. Okay? All right. I liked how this vibration went today. I felt like I was flowing, y'all. Okay? I haven't felt like that in a long time since I started doing these vibrations because I really did not like that energy for the first month. And it kind of feels like that energy is shifted because people have gained their power. And like I've been saying for a couple of weeks now, stability. It's stability, y'all. That's it. And if you are messing with people's stability, that's a problem for them. Whether it is spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and especially physically, they're not trying to hear that right now. You can go and keep all of that. You can have all that because they're not trying to hear you, okay? Because it is not time to back down, okay? All right, my loves, y'all know the deal. Okay, you want to go ahead and be kind to yourself. Love yourself. You want to go ahead and respect yourself. And, trust yourself. Tell yourself the truth. Right? I can't even begin to say how important that is. Tell yourself the truth. Even if it hurts. I promise you it's just going to sting for a little while. It's just going to sting for a little while. I promise you. Okay, loves. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's energy vibration. Bye, my loves.